Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. I am just a random fangirl, but you can also call me Livy. And this is my dog, Tahani. And she is joining us for a little while. So yeah, this time we are going to be reacting to Heartstopper Season 2, episode number 4, I think. Yeah, it's 4, right? And there she goes. Okay, so last episode was, as I said before, really bittersweet. It had all of these amazing, really funny and great moments between, well, a lot of the couples of the show, because right now we have a lot of couples in the show. So let's just take a little bit of time to talk about all of the couples. So first, of course, we have Charlie and Nick. And they are really amazing and really sweet, and they are just really at this point where they are madly in love with one another and they cannot get enough from each other. And it's their first love, like their first really actual teenager romance. So of course they are going to be intense and really all over each other. And that is showing in Charlie's grades and homeworks, and yeah, he's not doing very well at school, which is a shame because we have seen heard that he's really good at subjects and just in general at school. Like, I think that it was maths, like he was really good at maths. And he's struggling because he's spending so much time with Nick. And again, they are teenagers. Of course, they are going to make mistakes. They are going to learn from them. And I really get where Charlie's parents, and especially his mother, is coming from. I really get it, because you, as a more grown-up person, I am still not going to call myself an adult. I refuse. But yeah, as a more grow-up person, you really realize that there are some things that you just you really don't know better as a teenager, and that is fine. That is part of the experience. But still, it's kind of hard to see that he is not in problems with his parents, but they're having some issues, and I really get it. So I really get why Charlie is acting the way that he is. And yeah, teenagers will be teenagers, and it is difficult, and he's really excited about Nick. And you know what, it's hard not to see why, because Nick is so amazing. He is a perfect first boyfriend. So yeah, I really get both sides. Nick is doing, I think, that pretty good in school. Actually, he's preparing for some exams. I'm not really sure what exam it is, because I do not live in England, but I think that it's something like a college exam probably. So I'm not really sure how it works there, but yeah, really interesting. He's been working hard, and he has a lot of pressure in his life right now, because he's just struggling with, well, coming out. And I think that is a struggle. That is a struggle that you have to go constantly through your life. And I think that in some moments, in some cases, it gets easier because you have the experiences of all the other times, but you still don't really know how people are going to react to it. Like, you don't really know. There is always that like that question in the back of your mind whenever you're introduced to someone new. And Nick is just going through this whole charade for the very first time, and he's having some problems, and that is just really understandable. And I don't want I don't want him to feel pressure, because that is just such a relatable story. Even more so when you are bisexual, because there are just, as I said, I think that I said it last season, or maybe at the beginning of this season, I'm not really sure, but there is a lot of biphobia, even in the LGBTQ community. And yeah, it's just awful. So he's going through a lot. And Charlie's trying to really be supportive and really be optimistic about the things, but of course he's also feeling a little bit down because, well, when you're in a new amazing relationship and you happen to have the most amazing boyfriend, of course you're going to, you want to just be open about it and tell everyone about it, and just be cute together and in public. And he just can't do it just yet. They are still taking a lot of liberties because they are kissing everywhere, like they already got caught. So yeah, they really need to be more calm about that. But again, teenagers, it's understandable. And yeah, so I think that oh yeah, and then we have Nick's brother. We haven't seen him in like an episode or 2 episodes maybe, but I'm not really looking forward to that. I really hope that he can get better, he can, I don't know, evolve and stop being such an asshole. I really hope that we get a more layered character, and not just a shithead brother. So yeah, that is really interesting. And yeah, so that is it about the main couple. Then we have Tara and, oh my god, I forgot her name. Tara and Darcy. So Tara and Darcy are really cute, and they were like an already established couple in the first season. They were already basically dating, and they are really, really cute. But they are also facing some issues, because even though they're really cute and they really understand one another and they are really fun and all of that, they just came to the point in the relationship when Tara accidentally said the L word, the L word. So yeah, she said I love you. Well, not she didn't say I love you, but she implied that she loves her. So it's kind of awkward right now, and Darcy didn't show up for these like finishing terms festivity that was going on in the woods. And I mean, like, yeah, if you're not expecting it and you are so young and you don't really know how to react, or if you like, there is just a lot of nuances when you say that word. So I really get if Darcy is feeling a little bit freaked out at the moment, but I really hope that she and Tara can work things out and that this does not, keep happening. But I guess that we will see. And then we have Elle and Tao. Yikes. Yikes indeed. So yeah, they just had their first date. And we have seen these will they, won't they relationship since the very first season. And I was really excited, but also kind of cautious when it happened. But yeah, disastrous first date. Tao was really putting on a lot of effort, and I could feel that even since the beginning of the date, it seemed like Elle was not really comfortable with, the whole date being catered to your tastes. And I get it. She wants relationship that it's like what they have with their friendship, and I get it. Like, she wants both of them to just be themselves, and for things not to change in that regard just because they are dating. But I also think that she should really cut poor Tao some slack, because that is just what happens usually in the first date. I'm not saying that it's great and it should always happen and you should change yourself for someone. I'm not saying that, but like, it's a first date. First dates are already awkward as it is, and I just felt that her whole attitude towards the date, because of how she was not like really being in the mood, and Tao was trying so hard and Elle was just not giving any response. So yeah, the whole thing just exploded. And I understand that Elle has new friends, and that is also really, really great, and I think that she should have a lot of friends. Like, not because you're dating or because you are in love with someone, that doesn't mean that you should dedicate your whole self and your whole life to that person. You should be your person. You should have your interests. And Tao is really insecure in that regard. Like, when he sees his friends, and especially Elle, but it also happened with Charlie. So making new friends and making new interests, he feels left behind. And I think that is a really... it's just a really relatable feeling to feel, because who hasn't felt like that? Being left behind, and like everyone is moving on, and then there you are, and they won't need you anymore. And yeah, it's something that he should definitely work on, because he needs to just be more confident of himself and the relationships that he has with all of these people, and just be more self-assured. But yeah, he's insecure, so Elle just having these new friends and this new circle, I think that it's great. I think that she's a very easily likable person. So yeah, I'm happy, but at the same time, I just feel like she's spending way too much time with them, maybe, like, I don't know. And she's just, yeah. So I guess that we'll have to see how this works out in this episode, but it was not a very good first date, and then they had a fight, and yeah, so just no good things. And then we have Ben and Imogen. I still don't know how to pronounce that name. Someone in the comment section left me a very useful tip on how to pronounce a name, and I am practicing it, but then I come out here and I'm in front of the camera and I totally forgot what I've been practicing. So yeah, well, their relationship, I don't think that it's going to last long, because, well, we know things about Ben that she doesn't, and she's really happy. I love seeing her happy, but I just hope that there is just someone out there who really is going to treat her right, and who she can really fall for. So that, I don't think that that's Ben, but anyway. And then we have Isaac and Mystery Guy. So Isaac just kind of had a meet cute, and one of the most amazing meet cutes. I really loved his idea about the whole bookstore. It was really a bookworm meet cute kind of thing, and I love that. That is, like, that is the dream. That is the dream. I really understand Isaac. So I'm really happy that he probably maybe is finding also someone. So that is really interesting. They seem to get along just fine. So I guess that we'll also have to see how that develops in the next episodes. But I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So, ow, oh god, I bite my tongue. Okay, so anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be a highlighted reaction, but if you want to catch the full length uncut, unedited reactions. I am going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below and feel free to check it out. We are a bunch of episodes ahead in there as well. And I think that's it. So without further ado, let's just jump into these reactions, shall we?
Yeah. Before you and Nick got together,
Oh.
how did you know that you liked him in that way?
Huh.
I just always wanted to be around him.
And physical
Also, anytime
contact.
he was there, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, and the heart.
And I
The
literally
pounding
could not
heart.
stop thinking about kissing him.
Yeah. You know, you want physical contact. Interesting.
So the bus goes
On the train.
on the train?
Oui, on arrive aujourd'hui.
The wait, what? The bus goes on the what? Wait, I think that I read that wrong. What is going on here? Is this a first world kind of thing? Does this happen a lot? Am I just?
So the
What is happening?
On the train.
on the train?
Oui, on arrive
What?
aujourd'hui.
How does that work?
Bientôt plus avoir de réseau là, on est dans le tunnel.
Wow.
Ça serait top. Tu peux m'envoyer un message quand tu es dispo?
Okay.
Bye.
Ooh la la.
What the hell was that?
French? Is he
Is that
French?
Yeah, he lives in Paris, so
Oh my god.
we're gonna try and meet up. I don't really see him often.
Oh honey, are you sure?
What?
Oh, it's just unexpected.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, now I'm worried about that. Something else to worry about.
Sir, are we under the water?
Yeah.
Then why can't we see any fish?
Oh. Okay, no, actually. Okay. So I'm not really sure if that is what's going on here, but I actually have a story. Sorry, it doesn't relate to anything. So if you want to skip this part, go ahead. But okay, no. So actually, when I was in secondary school, my class, well, not all of my class, but some of us in my class went to England, and we spent like 4 weeks there, and we also went to France. So I remember that we were going from England to France in this train that was underwater, because it was like really close. Like I was not aware of how close one thing to the other was. And I'm not really sure if that is what's going on here, like if that is a train that they are taking or something like that, but it just reminded me because we were on this train, right? And we were putting all of our belongings. Oh well, yeah, just like here, like in this compartment of the train. But yeah, so we just had each other and maybe our cell phones and pretty much nothing else. Maybe some handbag that someone was carrying, and we were like a class full of, I don't know, 25, 30 kids and our teachers. And we are having a good time and we are in this train, and then suddenly in the middle of nowhere the train just stops because it malfunctioned. It was, I don't know what happened, but we were stuck in the middle of nowhere for about like 4 hours. And I remember that it was so fucking hot, but we couldn't go anywhere. We just had to stay on the train. And then we started really getting hungry because we just had breakfast like at 6 a.m. or maybe even at 5 a.m. because we were like really early on, so we could, you know, take the whole trip. So none of us had eaten anything by that point. We didn't even have our lunches yet, and yeah, it was like 1 p.m. So we were all freaking starving and we were so thirsty and we were stuck in the middle of nowhere for like 3 or 4 hours, and I really remember it because I was not aware that stuff like that could also happen in the first world countries. So yeah, just a bunch of kids trapped in a really enclosed space with no signal, so we couldn't even use internet to entertain ourselves or anything, and no food and no water. We were begging the few people that were carrying their handbags for like gums or mints or whatever they had. We were rationalizing the water. So yeah, it was chaos. It was chaos. Such a fun trip. Well, at least she's not that freaked
I
out.
guess I've just been worried about when
Okay.
I said,
Yeah.
you know, you didn't say it back.
Are we sure?
About our prom outfits, because, you know, I still think we should be Princess Peach and Mario. And my reasoning for this is...
Oh, that is hard. That is hard. That is hard. That is hard. I was there. Oh god, I feel so excited. I've been here. Now it has to be so beautiful to live in Europe. Yeah, it's pretty.
Well, I'm up in the window.
I want the other bed. Being woken up by the sun.
Guess I'll share with Tao and you can share with Isaac.
Yeah.
God. That got a little bit awkward.
I could find it awkward sharing with Nick. Just standing next to her makes me feel like I'm being electrocuted.
Oh, honey.
Ugh.
Downstairs! Hey, we're in Paris.
Yeah.
We're being sad. Come on. Oh, whoa! It looks so cool out there. So cool.
I do remember that when I was...
Sorry.
Okay, so... Actually, I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to say anything. But like, okay. Well, anyway, not what I remember about staying in Paris is that the smell, it was not really nice. It just, I don't know if it was because of where we were, but I don't think so, because we were actually staying in a Disney hotel, so I could think that they really are careful about the image of the brand. So I'm not really sure if it was what, but I do know that in the hotel, whenever you open the windows, there was just this really not so nice smell of pee. So yeah, and really interesting, because I was I was thinking about this. I was, but like interesting indeed, interesting and interesting year. Rooms are better, but well, there are for 4 people, so they're really close. That is so sweet. Wow, they sleep really peacefully. I toss and turn all night long. Chocolat.
Chocolat.
Mon ami. I don't know how to speak French.
Yeah, thanks.
That shirt is really nice. Oh. Honey, I'm not really sure if it's a good idea. Oh, she looks really nice as well. Well, you know, that is something, I guess. Baby steps, honey, baby steps. God.
I can't wait.
They are so sweet.
Charlie! You two coming up? Oh, you're being gay.
Yeah.
Good job. Carry on.
Keep on. Yeah.
Will we ever get to kiss without people walking in on us?
No,
At
never.
least I've not lost this challenge yet.
Huh.
Oh, you're gonna
Challenge.
lose. Just you wait.
Really?
Why don't you two go together then?
We can meet in a couple of hours.
Just us?
Sure.
Cool, we'll see you in a couple of hours.
Have fun.
Take pics. Have a good time. See you soon.
Oh my god, they are so meddling. Love them. Oh my god. It is so beautiful. Oh, Charlie wishes.
Our friendship is really important to me.
Me too. I don't want to stop being friends.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that is a baby step in the right
So,
direction.
Go look at some art now.
I've always played
Yeah.
the part of Shakespeare. I hide behind the ink and pen. I build up worlds
Everyone
of
is just,
faith.
you know, at their own
I
time.
write beginning, middle, end.
I love her skirt. Her style is just amazing, always.
Reaching out at me. Makes me jump.
We're in a public space. You can do this at your house.
Oof.
Why are you in the mood with me?
Well,
Because you're supposed to be my boyfriend. But instead you've got some sort of obsession with
oh
Charlie.
god, honey, baby, I know that you're upset, but
What are you trying to say?
I don't know why you're obsessed with Charlie. And to be honest, I don't even care. All I know is you're a terrible boyfriend, and I deserve better.
yeah, you do,
I'm
honey,
breaking up
but
with you.
you know what?
Your energy's off. You're not mature,
Yeah.
and clearly you have some issues that you need to resolve before you're ready to be in a relationship. And I'm not going to wait around for you. I think it's time I focused on myself.
Yeah, good for you, babe.
If you don't want to be with me anymore, that's fine. You don't have to be such a bitch about it.
Benjamin, language.
She's got a point, man.
Pipe down. There's no need to call her a bitch.
Okay, even Harry.
Fine then.
He needs a lot to work on himself. And I get it. When you are at that age, it's just not easy to hold on your emotions, you know, like, and I'm honestly I'm just really so happy for her, because now she can actually find someone that cares about her. And you know what, props to her for not taking bullshit. Like, yeah, she deserves better. She knows it. I hope that she actually takes some time for herself, and someone along the way is going to come. So I am really glad about that. I am not really exactly glad about the way that she did it. Like, I don't mind that she did it in public. Like, I really don't mind that. But and I get it. It was in the heat on the moment, and I really get how emotions work, but I do feel kind of sad for Charlie that he just got dragged into that, even when he was just trying to mind his own business. And Ben just has a lot of work to do for himself, and I think that we all agree on that because, yeah, he just has a lot of work to do. I'm not really sure how to feel about Ben, except that he's as per se an asshole, but that was to be expected. And yeah, I'm just kind of happy that the relationship ended so fast, because I for sure thought that was going to get dragged down into the season. So I'm just happy that happened, but holy shit, things are just getting heated.
Hey. Just wanted to come and check that you're okay.
I think I am. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have done that in front of everyone.
Well, I think it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen, so...
Agreed.
Oh, honey.
Did you and Ben ever?
Well,
It doesn't matter. He's gone now. Ugh, everything would be so much easier if I was into girls.
well, just say that, but
Not so sure
actually,
about that, but, I know what you mean.
Could I maybe have a hug?
yeah. I really like their friendship. And I am so glad that Imogen is becoming part of the group, because she really is in need of some good friends. That was the best reveal ever. Not the hickey. Oh god. Not the hickey, please. Oh god. Does he even have like turtlenecks or something? Like, you could always put on a band-aid, but let's be real, that is hella suspicious. Like, or maybe you could ask for some makeup, but oh god. That is awkward. So, it was just such an amazing episode. I loved it. It was just really fun and really sweet, and now I don't have to worry so much for Imogen and Ben because, well, apparently my girlie can take care of herself, and I am really proud for her. I'm really proud of her. Oh my god, my camera is just... There we go. So yeah, it was such a fun episode, and yeah, it was pretty much a lot of positive feelings and stuff, which I really am happy about, because last episode was, as I said, it was bittersweet. It was not bad, not by any means, it was just bittersweet. There were a lot of sour moments and a lot of sweet moments, but this one was mostly fun and exciting, and yeah. So okay, let's just take these as couples again, as I did in the intro. So as for Nick and Charlie, yeah, they are exploring all right, and they are, you know, having a lot of, well, not a lot of free time as they would like to be alone and in love in Paris. I really wonder if they're going to put on a log in the bridge, because that is a really romantic tradition. Whether or not you actually last forever for that person. It's a really, really romantic tradition, so that would be a really cute scene to see. And yeah, I'm not really sure how much time like they are going to be in Paris, because I thought that it was going to be a couple of days at most, so I'm not really sure. It appears maybe it's going to be like a week or something like that, but anyway. And yeah, so Nick is still not feeling completely comfortable, and actually he's going to go see his father, and if his brother is anything to go by, I'm not really sure if I'm going to like him, so we'll have to see. I just hope that he doesn't make things worse for Nick, because he's already dealing with a lot of stuff right now. And the developing relationship between all of the gang, all of the group, it's just really sweet and heartwarming to see everyone fitting in. And you know, it's just so important to have good friends and to have people that you can actually rely on and that they are going to be there for you. So yeah, I really like that. And I also really like the little interactions between Nick and Tao that we had. Yeah, it is really great. And yeah, Charlie is feeling insecure. Well, not insecure, but you know, he's just feeling a little bit down because they cannot be open about the relationship. And as I said, like, Charlie is just a really he's a really understanding person. He's really patient. He is giving time to Nick for him to process and for him to come out in his own time, and he doesn't want him to go through the same things that he did, so that is just really, really nice. But it's still hard for him, and it's still hard for Nick, so yeah. And then we have actually maybe a potential romance between our favorite teacher that I don't remember the name of. I'm sorry, I will search for the name and then go back. But and the other professor, I think that his name is Farouk or something like that. And that is really interesting because yeah, I've always liked their interactions because okay, now let me just search for his name. Heartstopper season 1, because I don't want to get spoiled about anything. Okay. Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Ahayi? Is it pronounced Ahaji or... I have to... Like, I think that it's probably Ahaji. So yeah, between Mr. Ahaji and Farouk. And yeah, Mr. Ahaji is just Professor Ahaji. It's really sweet. He's really caring about students and about Charlie, and he seems to be one of the good teachers, but he's softer, and yeah, he does seem to be one of those teachers that students sometimes, you know, do not actually listen to because he is soft. And Mr. Farouk is the whole other way around, so they complement each other very, very well. And I don't know, maybe we have a possible romance in our hands, so that is really interesting. I really want to see more about that. And Elle and Tao have decided to remain friends, and you know, I guess that is not a surprise because they were saying even since the first season that they were going to prioritize their friendship, but they have feelings for one another, and that is just not going to work. Everyone can see it. Everyone is not buying that they are just going to be friends, because that's not how feelings work. But I really understand where they are coming from, because yeah, when you date someone that's your friend, you are always with the possibility that a breakup happening, you don't only lose your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you also lose your best friend. So yeah, actually I think that I have suffered more when I have lost friendships that were important to me than when I had breakups. So yeah, like it's a really personal thing. Everyone feels different about it, but yeah, it's just a tricky situation. So yeah, but we are not buying that they are just going to remain friends forever and ever. And yeah, you know, they are feeling the feels. So yeah. And Imogen and Ben actually broke up. Well, Imogen broke up with Ben in front of everyone while almost exposing him, and she just deserves someone that's really invested in her and wants to spend time with her and who is going to treat her right. And I hope that at some point we get that for her. And for now, I am really glad that the gang is welcoming her in for, you know, for her to have a good time, because a breakup, it's always hard. I'm not really sure how much time they were dating. I don't think that there was a lot of time, maybe a couple of months, but yeah, a breakup, it's always hard. Who else? Oh yeah, Isaac and the other guy that I don't remember the name of. Do we know the name now that I think of it? I'm not really sure if we know the name. But yeah, so, you know, Isaac is questioning whether or not he may have feelings for him, which is, you know, really cute and interesting. I really want to see how that relationship is going to develop. And between Tara and Darcy, they are still together. Darcy is still basically acting the same as usual, and yeah, she has not responded to Tara, and now she's having second doubts about the whole thing. And I get it, when you are that vulnerable in front of someone and they just basically ignore your confession of love, yeah, that is tricky. That really messes up with your self-esteem. So they should have a more in-depth talk about why Darcy is just skipping this subject altogether, because I don't think that it's because she doesn't love Tara. Maybe she's not there yet, maybe she doesn't want to say it, but whatever the reason is, they really need to talk it through. And I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all the characters. So it was a really great episode. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. Anything you want would be highly appreciated. And if you want to know when I upload my reactions, I'm going to leave you my Patreon account in the description box down below, and feel free to check it out. We are going to be seeing each other on the next reaction. Bye!